Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faroe Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Missouri Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Volunteers' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
He's right on target. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Dropping back, it's Galladay. They're working that left side. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's King. Stopped after making the catch. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Garner. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Galladay. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a catch and run for 6.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Missouri. To the field, our first look at them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside. Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got his man to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Missouri.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Galladay. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass. It's Galladay. He makes the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that way. A first down for the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. Gets it out quickly. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily...
Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the quarterback was in the pocket surveying the field. Looked like he was trying to take a shot down the sideline, but just bad accuracy on the throw. It sails way out of bounds for the incompletion.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Looking to throw, it's Galladay. It's caught. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking for the score. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Come over in here, man. I've been playing around, trying new stuff.
This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Barely running the ball, so yeah, experimental game.
Hauls it in.
I'll lock in a few minutes. Man.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking downfield, it's Galladay. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line.
If anybody in here, man, I'm playing around, dog. I'm playing, but I'm not playing, if that makes sense. Like, I've been barely running the ball. Usually I run the ball the whole time.
You just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
To the air on 1st down. He's got
So, yeah, I'm just hanging out having fun. See, I've thrown the ball 17 times already. Usually I don't throw the ball 17 times in one game. So I'll tighten up in the second half, man, but I've been BSing, dog, to be honest. Oh, good job.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ball.
know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 10 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw, it's Glover. Tight end finds a soft spot. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Mosley. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Off play action. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This late in the half,
yeah, I'll try to play for real next quarter. Different defense, different way of looking at stuff. It's all good.
Offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Also, this is probably the last season of this league. Everybody is on a different page, so they shut this mug down. Just get ready for the next year, the next cycle. So that's what I'm looking at. Let's see.
Back to throw. It's Galladay. Looking deep down the right side. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the returner will be knocked down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. He's got it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
To throw, it's Glover. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. Running through contact. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Coming after it. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Back to throw, it's Galladay. Right on target this time. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Back to throw. It's Glover. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Tigers are on the move. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He wants to throw here on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. it would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here's the return from inside his 10.
Yeah, may have played around too much.
Down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Looking to throw, it's Galladay. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete 2.
Slow 59.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Slow
2nd down here,
59.
and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter.
Hopefully
About to
stop
kick
him.
it away. He thought
Make
about
a long field goal. It's a 12-mile-an-hour wind. We got to play.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Floats it out in space. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To the air, it's Glover. He unleashes a long one.
Oh my God, that was a guy.
Incomplete pass.
I knew that comeback was coming. I tried to sit on it. See? I'm trying to play underneath it. So that's perfect coverage. Crosser. Oh, he did the cross and go. He did the stutter and go. Crossover, stutter, and go. He played it right. Safety played his third. And corner stayed on his third. He almost got beat, though. Typical corner. Not letting. See, the rules are don't let anybody get past you. Broke a rule right there. Supposed to turn, open up, and look at both of them at this point right here. This is typical coaching 101. And had he just caught it, we were done. That's how you blow coverage.
And he couldn't hold on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up.
Gonna be a short punt, right?
Fastest players
to the 50 at least. The wind blowing.
A shot up top.
Yep.
You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Makes the grab. It's Garner. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
You got to score, though.
This isn't going to be their first of the half as they'll go to the
field goal
sideline
by any stretch of the imagination.
And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Galladay. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
That shouldn't have rolled out.
The Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
I just got to make the field goal because I'm not doing anything else.
Get a hat on a hat. Low man wins.
I may go up top one time, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm going to go up top one time and see what we get. Other than that, I'll stay close by. I only got one field goal, one timeout left.
He's going to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Garner. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Garner. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he will wisely
wrong hash.
No need to take
Dummy.
hits. And now
I can't make this one. I don't think so. Is it 4th down? Damn. I'm not gonna make this. Oh no, I'm not a good field goal kicker, y'all.
Play it safe and try for 3.
Oh.
And this one splits the uprights. They have taken
I ain't a good field goal kicker, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I played around too long, dog. I just told y'all what I needed to do, and I didn't do it. It's kind of stupid, but
he'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive.
Man 3D, never do anything else.
Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Glover. He's taking a deep shot. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final.
Told y'all, man, I threw the ball way more times than I wanted to. I never threw the ball 31 times. I was BS around in 5 wide. Threw a pick. No, 2 picks. My bad. Playing around with the damn computer, man. That's stupid. Don't do it. I wouldn't advise y'all to do it. He may not be good enough to come back. That's honest.